Welcome back, guys, to episode 5 of my Football Manager 2020 series. We're looking at the Welsh midfielder of Iwan Murray, attacking midfielder, central midfielder who can also play up front. We're playing him more as a Mazzala in midfield. Decent dribbling, pretty decent first touch, good passing, technique's good, vision's good, work rate, decisions, anticipation, acceleration, balance, all good. His pace seems to be going up as well. Exciting young prospect who isn't far away from the first team with it being 2.5 star current ability, and he has a 3.5 star potential ability, but could also be up to 4.5, valued at 9.5k. He scored 1 goal, and that was in the cup, I think. Yep, with a decent average rating, whereas his average rating in the actual league isn't particularly great. This episode we'll be playing Russia. But first we'll look at the schedule of what happened. So after beating Bromsgrove Sporting to get into this position, we beat Guiseley 3-0. Unfortunately, we went to Kidderminster, who were second in the league at the time, and they just absolutely annihilated us. We just couldn't get into the races, couldn't do anything right, and 3-0 loss. Ashley Hemmings with a penalty, Ryan Johnson with a goal, and then Ashley Hemmings again scored his brace. So in this game we're going against Russia. We'll be playing Altrincham after this game if we win and don't have a replay right afterwards. So yeah, we'll get into the fixture. So okay, so we're 1 to 3 odds of winning. Too early to tell for them recent form due to the fact they're a lower league team. We're inconsistent now because of the loss and the fact we got a draw in there, but more wins than anything. So, and we're against a pretty weakened team. It's a gusty 12 Celsius day. Formations used. Alright, so they use a 5-2-2-1 with wing backs, and then they've also used a 5-4-1 that hasn't been very effective. So if we end up playing against that team, we'll probably win. Whereas they create 2 more chances than their opponents per 69 minutes if they use that formation. So I got a feeling they'll probably use the 5-2-2-1 with wing backs. Team selection wise, we're playing Rains in goal again. Morgan, Thompson, Webb and Waters in the back 4. Kane, Murray, Noble in midfield. Brad Jackson, Danny Elliott and Asante in the attack. We've got a little bit more of experience in Jackson and Asante. And on the bench we've got Russ Griffiths, Gary Roberts, Scott Burton, George Waring, Joel Taylor, Gary Stopforth and Anthony Dudley. So let's get into this game. Got a few people that aren't match fitness, but that's the whole point of playing them in cup games. We've got a decent bench, but with Asante up front we've got a striker who can score goals. I think he scored like 10 goals for us so far in this start of the season. They're playing the 5-2-2-1 with wing backs as we expected. Dressing room. So team talk. Right, so I'm going to go assertive today. And we're going to say give the fans a performance they're expecting, where they've not really done much for me. We'll go back to the passionate and we'll say I have faith in you. We've got a couple that look happy and have a good reaction, and one's motivated. The rest of them seem to be listening keenly and deep in thought. Okay, so we'll end the team talk here. Kick off and let's see how we do. Okay. So we got a good couple of young prospects on the pitch today. Hopefully after the last game where we lost 3-0, that these will open up their accounts and go, we want to play in the first team. Waters with a cross. Jackson can't get it down. 3 shots on goal at the moment. 4 shots on goal, none on target. We're attacking all down, literally all thirds. Down the left more often at the moment. So Smith, Waters, iron crosses. Jackson scores the goal. So we're 1-0 up after 20 minutes. Let's have a see the replay of this. Smith gets the ball from Waters, passes it back to Waters. Waters, first time cross. Jackson with a right-footed volley, it looks like, because he definitely didn't take a touch, and sends it to keeper's left or right. Right, so we got a corner. Should be able to defend this, and yes, we defend it. They've had 1 shot, 1 on target. We've had 7 shots, 2 on target so far. It looks like we're taking a lot of pressure here. Murray on the run. Murray, can he go all the way? Unfortunately, Asante couldn't complete that lovely play. That's weird. We seem to be dominating the game, taking more shots than the opposition, but we're just not converting the shots as much as we should be. Morgan looks like he's injured. Okay, so half time we'll probably take Morgan off due to the injury. Right, so we'll team talk, passionate wise. Okay, played well so far. Only getting 1 with a good reaction there. Is he gonna select all of them or not? There we go. Passionate. Okay, there's a lot more to come from you. That's a little bit better. Right, so we'll look at the analysis at this half-time period. Definitely got more in our final third. This is where we're touching the ball a lot more. We're not getting into the box, which is a problem. Keeper's got quite a bit. So let's have a look at the tactics at the moment. Okay, so in possession wise, let's try and work the ball into the box for this half. We'll go back now. Okay, we'll be taking off Danny Elliott. Switch him on the wings of Jackson. Jackson on the other wing, which means Dudley will come on the other wing. And then while we're at it, we'll take Morgan off. Switch him with Waters. And then take Morgan off for Joel Taylor. Right, anyone else? I know Jack Webb is nervous, so we'll see how he does for the second half. Okay, see how we plan out on this one. We've got 1 more sub to make. 1-0 up. It's just seeing how tired the players get and whether we can make more with using our possession to actually work the ball into the box and get some more goals. Had another shot saved. Okay. Right, I'm gonna take off our striker, and we're gonna put George Waring on for the last couple of minutes. So he's got like 20 minutes to put an impact. Asante is not really doing a lot. Put Waring on just to give him some game time. We're 1-0 up. If we draw, we go into a replay. If by the end of this, we're looking like we're gonna win anyway. So 5 minutes left. Waters to Smith. Smith sends it back to Waters. Waters then gives it Noble. Noble to Jackson. Jackson switches the play to Dudley. Dudley wins the penalty. And Matty Waters is going to take the penalty. Unfortunately, fails to score the penalty. Keeper saves it, but we're still 1-0 up with 2 minutes to go. 3 minutes added extra time. Added on. Waring with the ball. Smith to Dudley. Dudley gets into the box again. Clear out Smith. Smith to Noble. Noble to Murray. Back to Noble. Dudley. And then back to Waring. And unfortunately, he can't put the ball in the back of the net. So last 2 minutes. Couple of players going for goal. And we win the game 1-0. Should have won by more, but a win's a win. Team talk wise, nothing specific. There's not really much I want to say there. Let's have a see what I can actually do to create them from being demotive. Select players, passionate. I was pleased with how you did today. Some of them are fired up, some of them are happy, some of them are not so good. But at the end of the day, it wasn't a very good performance. We should have won by a lot more. But it was pleasing. We're looking at the FA Cup 4th qualifying round. As after we beat Rushall, we'll see who we get in the next round. So let's view the draw. We'll draw all the teams. We're playing Braintree, so it's Vanarama National North versus Vanarama National South. So in this round, we're going to be probably playing our best, playing a few youngsters and also playing quite a bit of senior players, just to keep us to be able to get through to that first round that we're aiming for. So there's only one round left. Okay, game against Aldringham away. Both teams being consistent. Aldringham being on more of a unbeaten streak than we are, but hopefully putting Kidderminster's defeat away behind us, we can get that lose that win back, and hopefully Kidderminster lose to whoever they're playing. And then we can get back into the top spot. Their biggest strength is off the ball, so the fact that we've got a good position, Grand's positioning is good, and their weakness is heading, so hopefully Lively can also exploit this with his heading ability. It's a wet day, but it's calm. So as I say, we're playing Griffiths in goal, Roberts right back, Lively and McKeevely. I'm probably going to put Grand in here just for that positioning wise. Plus, McKeevely being on a yellow card stops us from gaining another one and missing a match. Joel Taylor left back, Gilboy, Glendon, and Ngwatala in midfield. Jackson, Johnson, and Asante in the forward positions. Rains, Waters, Dudley, Wiring, and McKeevely on the sub bench. So let's see how we get on with this game. Hopefully we can get our league run back on the positive and winning games again. The one defeat to Kidderminster is our only defeat so far. So hopefully we can get back into winning run. Team talk wise, we need to encourage our players, so passionate. Let's give opportunity to say that everyone seems positive about that one. And then we'll select players and we'll also go passionate and say I have faith in you, people just as good. Okay, we'll kick off. Not everyone is on the same terms, but if we keep our heads in the game, we should be able to win this game. Johnson to Taylor with a cross, couldn't get there to Asante. And they instantly go on a counter attack. We get the ball out. Asante loses it. But right now it's just an even game, back and forward, ping pong, lots of highlights. Johnson, just couldn't finish his dinner. Taylor to Gilboy puts him back and forward to Watala, and a drive from Johnson who just can't get it on target. We're looking positive in this game. Hopefully we can break the deadlock at some point. Kidderminster's now 1-0 up against Telford, so we're still going to be in second. But hopefully we could get a win. Livesley, Jackson. And he gets a penalty. Livesley's taken a penalty. He hasn't missed a penalty yet. Hopefully I don't jinx that. And he scores. 4th goal of the season. All 4 of them in penalties, I believe. And cool, he slots it past the keeper, sending the keeper the wrong way. So we're trying to keep up with Kidderminster. Hopefully Telford can score a goal against Kidderminster and knock them down to second. But right now we're still a point behind. Just got to keep on top of this. Jackson. And Jackson with the 2nd goal of the game. Making it 2-0. Glendon to Asante. Jackson. Drives into the box. Beats the keeper. Lovely 2-0 up. What's good about having the cup games in this is being able to move some of the youngsters and giving the older players some game time to rest. Unfortunately, just as I was speaking there, we just conceded a goal. Durrell with a header past our keeper. We now need to get a goal back again, just to keep the momentum going forward and keeping us a 2-goal lead. Jackson with the ball. Roberts, Gilboy, back to Glendon. Jackson almost gets a 2nd of the game. We've got a corner. Johnson. Back to Lively, back to Watala. And we just can't seem to get that ball into the box. 10 shots, 5 on target. We're doing quite well. We just need to get a little bit more consistent. Team talk will encourage them. So you've played well so far. A little bit of improvement. Was expecting a little bit more from that, but each to their own. Selected players. So passionate wise, a lot more from you. One of them looks happy. Okay, let's have a look at this analysis. We've got a lot of the ball up at the top in their half, so if we can keep going, we'll definitely take this. Looks like Roberts is making lots of mistakes, so we'll probably take Roberts off. Right, so we're going to take Taylor off first. We'll put McKeevely in, and then we'll take Roberts off just for Waters, and then we'll have a look halfway through the actual game, the 2nd half, to see if we bring someone else off. So far we're doing pretty well. 11 shots to their 8, 5 shots on target to their 4. We're still attacking quite well. We just need to shore up our defence a little bit, which having the 2 wide players come on probably will help clear the ball. And no, Hume scores a 2nd goal for Altrincham, and then we're 2-2. Mooney with a cross, failed to clear it. Durrell hits a crossbar, and what are my players doing? Just clear the ball. Okay. Right, McKeevely to Johnson. Johnson beats his player and fires it way too so wide over the bar. Okay. There's not much I can do right now. Okay, so we got 15 minutes left. There's a half an hour left. Just less 25 minutes. McKeevely to Gilboy. Gilboy to Asante. Glendon. Gilboy. We're getting on the attack again. Johnson can't seem to get a cross in. McKeevy, can he get a cross in? He gets a cross in, and we just cannot get the goal. Right. I'll make a sub. Sante's playing pretty well. I think we can't really do much here. Brad Jackson needs a rest, so we'll put Dudley on. Seems to get a bit tired. Plus he's played in the last game. We'll get Dudley on the pitch. Hopefully get a bit of energy up front. Sante's playing pretty well. Just needs to get another goal. Can we make it in the last 5 minutes and get a goal back? 2 minutes of added time. Is there a twist to this tale? No. Okay. A 2-2 draw when we were 2-0 up. That is very disappointing. Okay, so I'm gonna go calm. Not good enough. And then we're in the team talk there. It just wasn't good enough. And how they can be happy after me saying that was not good enough, I don't understand. We'll look at the schedule now. We're still a point behind Kidderminster, lucky enough. It looks like Kidderminster drew. And yet Telford came back and scored one in the 61st minute. So we've been let off the hook a little bit. If we'd won that, it would have been so much better. We'll look at the schedule now, and let's have a look who we've got. So next game, probably going to be Braintree and Kettering. So we'll have one game off camera. Actually, no. What I'm gonna do, first time in a while, the FA Cup 4th round is gonna be off camera. We're gonna come back, and then we're gonna do Darlington and Brackley. So I get 3 games off camera. Come back for the 3rd place, so we can try and get our. If we can't get 1st place, we at least get farther away from 3rd place. We'll come back for Darlington, and we'll do Darlington Brackley. So that's all for this episode, guys, and thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.